REGFNHOWARD, bringing the balance beam. I am the wounded healer. Place of reference. Who am I? What do I have to offer? How am I relating to others? What is my common denominator? What is my key? If you're sitting with a mentor, an advisor of any kind, even if it's just a friend or a family member, and they can't name their own faults, you're talking to the wrong advisor. Our society's been taught a hierarchy system, and in my opinion, and through observation, this system is corrupted and only leads to corruption. It's broken. Let's try something different. Bring your balance beam with you. And bring your ruler. Let's bring self and an intent that we can actually work with. What do I want to bring to you and why? What do I want from you and why? What do you want from me and why? What are we exchanging? Energy and essence. What kind is it? We're connoisseurs of illusions, things that we cannot obtain. Interesting, right? We want that person on TV we can never speak to, or be like, or look like. We can't have their life. But maybe we want to spend all this time trying, chasing after ghosts, chasing after an illusion. The president, we'll watch him, but we can never be him. But they do say, we all have a chance to be the president now. But do we? Is that what you want? Or are you just watching it, admiring it, because it's one of those unreachable, untouchable things? Why are we watching so many things that we don't actually want to be, or we want to be but we don't actually go do? The wounded healer is. They went and did it, they recognize it, and they are, or they're going through it. Now they're sharing it, sharing the essence of who they are, whoever it may be. You could be anyone sharing a clip. I've been looking since I was a child at certain images that are portrayed, male and female images. We have things like Dolomite and his hose and Bonnie and Clyde as images of male and female energy planted in our minds. They are not regal. We're missing the regal images of ourselves as king and queen, icons and symbols, subliminal messages that can be set up inside the mind. We need to place our own selves there to balance out this energies. This is sister. This is friend. This is the girl next door. This is your mother. This is not just a fantasy. She's not just goddess. She is a part of yourself. We give the female energy that is so important appeasement, small pieces of fragments to defer the energy into places of idolatry like Valentine's Day and goddess-type images, as if our own mothers or sisters could not have the element of feminism, femininity to share with us her nurture, her care, her concern, meticulous attention to detail, planning. The way that the female energy works is also needed within society. The wild flower that brings a smile to your face is also your mom with the surprise plate of cookies and that giant warm, cozy hug and gleam in her eye on a day when you really most needed it as a child or an adult. You know we still come with the cookies. Yes, we do. And with all our getting, let's get some understanding that at the end of the day, what we all most need, man, woman, and child, is that gleam in the eye, a smile on the face, and a big fat hug. Whether it be literally or metaphorically, a feeling of compassion, acceptance, and love that we get from Mother. We can't buy that. You can't go to the store and put on the outfit to make you feel like that. Many of us have tried it. You can't go purchase it from the college and put on the label of doctor or lawyer or, associates or masters. We cannot purchase these pieces of ourselves and then put them next to our name. It's inside. It's a feeling. It's a different kind of frequency. It was not supposed to be hierarchied or capitalized. Can't buy it in a perfume. Mom's not there. It's only vapors of the female energy that have been deferred, that has been capitalized on. The female energy is what births from nothing all the new stuff that's needed for new civilization. From nowhere, like poof, you find exactly what you need. A ribbon to put in your hair that's been laying around the house, meaningless to everyone else. You need something to write with and there's nothing. She knows to get the charcoal. You're not feeling well. She knows to make the soup. With all our getting physical part, the male part of us, we also need to get understanding, and that's Ma. Ma lives it. She's not competing with it, and it's no big deal. She's there to put these soothes on it and to make sense of it, like the wise old man, when he doesn't have to roar anymore. The balance of male and female energy. So let's shed some light on the thing that is overshadowing Ma, the female energy. We want that payoff, the appeasement of the female, the smile on Ma's face, the appreciation, the yes, you did a good thing, the yes, I am pleased with you, the yes, you're my child no matter what, the come here, let me give you a hug. As we breathe in and we learn to meditate, we get that soothingness from chi, from water that nurtures us, from the fire, from the desire, the things that we pay attention to. Earth gives us her bounty and her nurturement. And we think on better things from the ether, from the black hole, from all of these things in meditation as we put them together and make meals and make lives on our journey with all these different pieces we get from fire, earth, water. We build the pieces of our lives and we look back and we want that feeling from life, from Ma. Say, ooh, I'm well pleased. Let me give you a hug. We want life to hug us and say, that was good. That was really, really good. Like a hug from Mother. This is being deferred through other means, like, you can't buy that for me. You can't buy that for anyone, not truly. That's where the lie comes in, and the deferment. And part of the way that they've been stealing from us our greatest gift and bounty, our booty, your booty, your ma, has been stolen. Her whole entire image of who and what she is. What a bounty. What a jewel. What a joy. That women truly are. But if you hold them back, you don't get the new stuff from the elements, from life. She doesn't get to produce and make new things. If this source of energy is held back and deferred, we just keep regurgitating the same things over and over. Now, in lieu of this, it's obvious that man cannot be Ma any more than Ma cannot be man, unless they were ambiguous, which is what a godlike spirit in some cases is. It's a male and a female aspect, not male or female aspect. So we're definitely off balance. We cannot continue to defer the female energy. It needs to be satisfied, distributed, not just small appeasements that are being deferred back into the Catholic Church and the Vatican, where they trickle down all their essences onto society through organizations like the CIA, aka Catholic Intelligence Agency instead of Central Intelligence Agency. Population control. And they do it through all the symbols of our ancient days, including Ma, the information of the triple black goddess, the Black Madonna, that the Pope himself kisses. The Luciferian story is truly a confusing mess to try to deboggle in your mind indeed, considering the way life is at the present moment. I don't know, but you can look it up for yourself. When you look at things this way, you begin to see the male-female energy relationship. You begin to see the yin and yang, this energy ball, this chi. You can see how we can use this in a different way if we choose to perceive the energy that we're bringing a different way and actually resound, like bounce off of one another, reverberate. Yeah? We need to get past ingestion and into the reverberation of doing, of growth. This energy is alive. Knowledge is a woman. It's expansive. And how does it penetrate? Through implementation. Through actually doing. We have a lot of systems set up with people teaching things that they actually have no experience of. People teaching spiritual experiences they haven't had. You can even keep it very simple and say, perhaps you're seeing a therapist for an illness, and you've been indoctrinated to think that they have the answers. Everyone tells you they do, and you need to go see this person. So you sit down, and they articulate to you things that they have learned, that they are not labeled with. You're supposed to ingest that with no other solution or opportunity. As a hierarchy, they're the doctor, the therapist, and you the patient, who's been sent there for advice, for treatment. But that person doesn't have the symptoms you have and hasn't lived the life that you live. Basically, has no perception really into your life other than what they've been taught that you are. This is the problem with hierarchy. I'm not saying in every instance. There are people who have actually had experiences teaching others, But those are the people who are the wounded healers because they're more likely to empathize, and they're bringing something different to the table because hopefully they've made their way out of a situation and are teaching how they did it, not withholding their own experience, being humble and being giving with their essence. It's a whole different feeling than standing in front of someone that's not giving or humble with their essence. They're actually shoving it at you like phallus land. Who wants that in their face? When it comes to giving knowledge and the essence of ourselves, it's very intimate. And in the society, with all this information that's been given to us, a lot of incorrect information, and a lot of it has come from authority figures instead of people like us, people who want like us, people who live like us, people who feel like us, people who can relate to us. It's thrown at us, and we regurgitate it, we choke on it. A lot of the stuff that's been given to us is not even being lived by those people that are giving it to us. They're able to segregate themselves off and have something different. That person telling the patient that they're schizophrenic and hearing things, are they aware of the sound and noise frequency technology, or that food can actually complicate and portray some of the symptoms that are called psychotic? Perhaps that person was born with a gift and through environment is not being nurtured. There are many different reasons why someone can be off balance or unstable. And these days they do blood work to see if there's something in your blood. Could be a chemical imbalance. We are like machines. If you get something inside of your computer, there's going to be an issue. You need to blow out the fan. Get the dust out. Clean it out with some kind of software, right? Virus killer. So we've had people clogging up our software, protruding us with all these suffocating interpretations of who we should be and how we should act and what we should eat and where we should go and what we should do with ourselves. I tell you, if I'm going to hear any of that, I would rather hear it from someone who's actually experienced it and moving through it, not just dictating to me. Hierarchy does not work. There are many other scientific reasons why it doesn't work. It's actually kind of like a disease. It's an illusion. No one is better than another. We all have things that we need to work on. The person that sits there and does not realize they have their own stuff, cannot come up with it, is fixated on being at the top of this place and distributing information to others that makes them feel better than you. A twisted energy going into there. We got a lot of nasty vibrations. I hope you're getting a picture of what I'm trying to say now. So instead of the balance of male-female energy, of give and take, of experience versus knowledge, technical knowledge, it's this imbalance that is throwing the whole system off. Not only, or in the same way, that there's a male and female balance, there's a balance in between receiving information and distributing it. It's kind of like a male-female relationship in the way the energy goes. The person receiving it is like a child or in a vulnerable state, maybe like a woman, innocent, receiving end, a porthole, and the person giving the information is protruding. Do you see? It's a spiritual thing that we can't see, and it's still a marriage. It's still intertwining, and it's still there even though we're not realizing what we're seeing in between one another. So we have all this male energy dictating, coming forth to us, to society, telling us who we should be, what we should do. And it's all to keep us where we are so we can keep giving to us only enough to keep us coming back. You go back because we feel like it's unreachable, like that stuff is not in us to begin with. There's a level in our minds and our hearts and our lives that's still saying that these things are unreachable or that they have to be so difficult. But look at the magic when you see your next door neighbor do it, or your cousin do it, or your friend do it, somebody you know at work do it. The ripple that it makes when you see someone that could very well be yourself do it. An illusion, someone you saw or you see as less than yourself, or you know society would see as less than yourself doing it. So if I can do it, then you can do it. That feeling. Why is that feeling so much more powerful? It makes a bigger ripple. Maybe that's why trends and fads burn through a whole society very fast. Because anybody can do it. Anybody can do that. Wear that shirt, those shoes, their hat that way. Say that phrase. Anybody can do it. Anybody can change. Anybody can be the wounded healer. What are we bringing to the table? What kind of energy? Intelligence is a living entity, and you need to be living to apply it for it to actually express itself. It takes on a whole new energy when you live out something versus just reading it. It takes on an inner knowing, like you know that you know that you know that you're all right with it because you're using it and you see the intricate ways that it applies to your life. So the wounded healer is very valuable to the state that we're in right now. Hierarchies are spreading a certain feeling of inadequacy. In order for the person teaching to teach and have the authority, the person, the subject, needs to be underneath them and look at them as if they're kind of omnipotent when it comes to the information. You know, when it comes to their character, they need to look at this person or treat them with a certain status they might not have earned. But what if we saw each other as people, as I'm bringing you valuable information and you're bringing me a valuable experience, and it's a mutual exchange. For a teacher can't be a teacher without a student, and the student has nothing to learn without the teacher, and the teacher should very well know and have experienced what it is that he's regurgitating. So in 2017, I'm really interested in looking at the different dynamics of how we interact with one another and balance out the male-female energy. It's important to start paying attention to how we're interacting on a deeper spiritual level. Ma is watching. We gotta put Ma back. It's always Ma that makes sure that the children and the husband and everybody is taken care of. Ma is protected by the male. then that's what he's going to do. He's going to protect, he's going to implement, going to enforce, direct. He's going to build, he's going to bring his male energy. But without Ma, distribution is off. And without Ma, from the space, from wisdom, you don't get new stuff to build and distribute and dictate. You don't get new stuff. And as long as the people that are on the receiving end of those things are not getting what they need, they don't grow and develop. You're actually getting the same stuff over and over again. Just looks different, packaged different. Being fed the same thing over and over again. It's time for the new energy. Ma brings the new energy and she distributes. She makes sure she has the medicine and everybody's okay. She has a different kind of energy. From a wisdom space, from a female space. And that also needs to be protected and appreciated. It's the kindness, it's the love. It's paying attention to who has what and why. The bigger picture. It's giving. And that too needs to be balanced. It's wild and loving and free. And plentiful. So when you get all that stuff, it's the male energy that knows where to put it at, sees where the distribution is, how to implement it. What it's not supposed to be, it's off balance. It's supposed to be a flow, like that Taurus energy ball, like the Chi energy. It's supposed to flow with one another, not against one another. So we gotta put Ma back in her rightful place, because she's the medicine. Ma's not a hierarchy. Ma has milk in her breast. She has a smile on her face. She's in the kitchen. She's dancing in the sun. She's got a laugh in her belly. She's also very dignified when she needs to be. Ma has many faces. And so does Father. So Mother and Father made us to work together. And it's our job to procreate, to exchange the energy and figure out a way to distribute it as we interpret it, to commingle, to mix our energies, to procreate. It's just an ongoing thing with both energies. It doesn't strangle you or choke you so. They say God has a sense of humor, and it always makes me think of how, even the big, strong, cocky guy will cry out for his Ma in some cases, when death is at his door. So you could say that even Dad, who protects Ma, will reach out, cry out, or call out for Ma, for his wife's hand, for his mother's voice, for that childhood experience, the feeling. If there ever was a way to tell truth from fiction, I'd say that was one way, was in the end to be reaching out for the beginning. The beginning of wanting to be and wanting to feel complete. And that feeling that we get from the nurturement
of our planet. Mother.